Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reviewing Lucy from the Jon Renau Professional line in the color Salted Caramel. I was so excited when Wig Studio One bought on the Jon Renau Professional line onto the website. The professional line is not something that can be purchased online. This has to be purchased on a brick and mortar store. However, Wig Studio One is able to offer the professional line, and I'll leave all the information listed down below for you, but you can contact support at wigstudio1.com and they will let you know the availability, the colors, the pricing, anything that you need to know. But you do have to go through the Wig Studio One support team in order to order Lucy or any of the other styles that are available in the professional line. And I'll leave a link so you could at least see the styles. But for pricing and everything else, please contact support. I'm so excited to have this piece. I am just over the moon with it. It's one that I have wanted for so long. We have some waves on here. It kind of reminds me of the Breck girl from the, I don't know, what was it, the 70s when it was the Breck hair or something along those lines. I think it's a pretty sassy style. It's also very light. It only weighs 3.6 ounces and it has a 100% hand-tied cap, which I'll show you in a little bit. It does run on the larger side compared to the other hand-tied that I have from Jon Renau. This one just seems to be larger because I really had to cinch it in almost to the center to get a good fit. And I also, when I wore it yesterday, because I like to wear it for at least a day so I can get a feel on how it's going to fit, on how it's going to feel, how it's going to hold up throughout the day. But I haven't added any products to it. But I wore it with my wig grip and with my cap in order to contain all of my hair. It's very, very, very comfortable. I think that if your size is a little larger than mine, I have 21 3/4, you're going to fit. I would say, well, when I show you, I think we can get another inch out of it because I took it in almost ½ an inch on each side. So that might give you a gauge. So if you have around a 22 1/4, I think that Lucy will be able to fit you, even though I really shouldn't speculate on that because I don't have any way of gauging the size, but that's basically what I'm seeing here. I haven't done anything to Lucy. There is a lot of shine because this is a synthetic. This is a medium reddish brown, and then we have bold reddish gold highlights. I think that this color is a beautiful color. However, I much prefer this color on the heat-friendly fibers, and I'll show you. I've got Drew in the same color, but Drew has heat-friendly fiber, so you could see the difference in the color. You're also seeing the difference in the shine. I have not washed Drew yet, and yet you could see it doesn't have any shine, and that's because of the HD fibers. If you're like me and you only have Drew in the HD fibers, I really wanted to show you the difference in color because I didn't want you to be expecting this color that has such a prominent reddish brown to it, while this one doesn't. This one, I think it's more prominent on the reddish blonde. I think the highlights seem to be a lot more bolder, while on the HD fibers, there are bold, but there's more of a contrast with the colors. I don't know, maybe it's just because it just appears so shiny. Also, my lights are also going to give it that extra shine, which I will eliminate by giving it running it under cold water, just quickly dipping it in some water with some baking soda. Just be sure, don't soak your hand-tied caps because you will loosen the knots. So Unlike your wefted caps that we soak for about 10 or 15 minutes, with your caps, with your hand-tied caps, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that to wash it, it's under cold running water. I will have a video up on washing the hand-tied caps and how often to wash them and all of that. I don't know if it's going to be up before this video or afterwards, so just if you're subscribed and you have the bell rung, you'll get the notification. All right, back to Lucy. I'll show you the coverage. I think Lucy has excellent coverage. And as you know, I never add any root powder when I review because I want you to see where it lands. If you do not have this low hairline, you're not going to have any problems with it. Salted caramel doesn't have any light fibers on the front, so we are going to see some knots. I do have a little bit of box hair right up here. So that's something, when I soak it, it's going to go away. Sometimes when we're new with wigs, we get something like this and we think that it's a defect. It's not a defect. It just needs a soaking in some cold water or running under cold water so we could eliminate the box hair. I personally love it like this, kind of messy. I know I'm going to keep Lucy because I absolutely love it. I think it is so comfortable. I can't even feel it. I didn't tell you the measurements, did I? Let me tell you the measurements. We have 11.5 on the front and we have 10 inches on the crown. Therefore, we have a little bit shorter, about 1.5 inches on the back, shorter than on the front. And we could part it anywhere we want and we're still going to get that illusion of scalp because of the full mono top. There is no permatease whatsoever on Lucy and we have a light density. We do not have a tremendous amount of hair here. It is incredibly natural. I think it's beautiful. If you want to tuck it because of the low density, you can certainly do that. We could add a headband if we want to do it that way. Tuck it on both sides. If I add my root powder, I can tuck it on both sides. Hey, you know, this is life, right? This is real life. If I want to add a clip to it, I can do that as well. Actually, I was wearing it that way. I'm going to eliminate the shine and I am going to steam it so it will stay out of my face. And because I really do not care too much for this going on in the front, so I will be steaming it. I'll probably record it so you can see it. Actually, I'll record all of it on the washing, the hand-tied cap, and all of that. All right, let's take a walk outside. It's kind of overcast. It's not pretty days in the Flint Hills of Kansas, but at least you could see it outside in natural light and not in all of my studio lights. And then we'll take a look at the cap and then I'll come back. Okay, let's take a look at Lucy's cap. We have a temple to temple lace front. We have a nice wide lace front, a full mono top. And here's what I was saying about the fit. You can see how much I've cinched it in for it to give me a good fit. If you are a petite, it might be a bit larger on you. You may have to crisscross those adjusters. And if you have it, if your circumference is a little bit bigger than mine, then obviously just bring those adjusters back. Have a beautiful hand-tied cap. And the adjusters are covered. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you spending this time with me. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.